Eh. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. Hola, one person. What it do? Hola, two people. What it do? Hola, two thumbs up and one like. What's it do? Hopefully y'all can see me in the stones. Trying to do my thing. Hola, two thumbs up and one like. What's share? Copy. Let's go to the booker. Where the book? Man, where the book at? Man, where the book at? Man. Y'all be thinking I be playing out here, man. I really be serious about this stuff. Gave these cats 2 weeks off, man. Gave them 2 weeks off. Ain't nobody on it like I would think they would be on it. You know, I gave him 2 weeks, man. Kind of like Sauter. He gave him 40 days. I wouldn't give him the 40 days. They still couldn't figure it out in 40 days. You know, I like to talk my ish. I kind of talk a little ish early on. You know what I mean? Me, I like to talk a little ish. So, you know me. We lied. Look at the bedazzle on the chain. Everything we did, they do now, but yet I caught all the snack for it. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Huh. You know, last time I posted on Twitter, I did something like this. People went nuts. You know what I'm saying? My nephew ran a race today. He got second place in his state. He did real good. Shout out Tanya Harris, player. That's my niecey, man. My nephew did real good today. Let me see here, man. What they talking about over here? Let's see what they talking about. Can we see what they talking about? What they talking about? Let's see what they talking about. Yeah, man. Everybody, I know people will be like, "Yo, man, this dude is nuts." You know what I'm saying? The chat's a little off from the thing right here, but let's see. Gang, Jaylee gang, Alita gang, Trish gang. Hey, how you doing, honey? Full power, empty hourglass. Hey, Mr. B. Who is that? Full power, 1221. Man, you on some real like B numbers with those. Wanda Andrews, good evening. Jeffrey Brown. Hey, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you. TH Alfred T. That's my boy Alfred. You know what it is. Gang in the building all day. Full power. Empty out. Edward got you on Bluetooth. Okay, I won't yell then, okay? I won't get too crunk. Mike Fuller, Ron J, Paul. Shout out, Paul, man. Y'all just don't know. Freedom ain't free, man. Paul, Tony, all my boys is out there doing what they do to protect our gang. Major shouts out. Moment of silence for these. For real. Y'all just don't know. Major shout out to them, man. Paul, Tony, yours, all my boys, man, that's doing it, do it. Josie, hey Josie, hola mami. Hey, Big Law said, let's see what he say, man. Show it. Gang, gang, gang. Oh, it's gang when you see me. Alton Wright, what up, baby? Johnny Blaze. Johnny, man, you was on my thing earlier. Monica Roberts, hi there, Mr. B. Tell Miss B hello. Miss B, you know, we haven't been feeling well. You know what I mean? It happened. So thank you guys. Thank you for everybody who's checked up on us and everything. You know what I'm saying? But and honestly, you know what I mean? It's just a virus, little nose throat thing called rhino virus thing. It's not COVID, so don't come out here with your crappy COVID comments. I'm vaccinated proudly, so you know what I mean? I don't care about none of that. Edward Santana, hello, blessings, leader. Y'all was missing my commentaries. Don't worry, I got some commentaries, man. I'm gonna show y'all. Pumped like for you. Yeah, man. I'm so pumped, man. It's like, you know, I got the watch. I want to get the rings. That's how pumped up I am. Johnny Blaze hit .00085 question mark. Yeah, you talking about that 130 to 1 stuff. But I'm gonna get to that, Johnny. Give me a minute, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, let me ease into my ish. Okay? I only see 32 likes and 52 people on here, man. Y'all gotta show me some love, baby. I've been gone a minute. Can I at least get a thumbs up, you know, pity thumbs up? You know, shit. I gave these cats 2 weeks. Y'all was starving? You know what I'm saying? Was I starving? Chef Gang, look at that. Look at that. Look at that emblem right there, like logo for Chef Gang. Man, best chef on the internet. Him, my girl Gwen, Chef. It's man, if you don't love these folks, man, how can you love anybody? Denise Keller, hey Brandon, you look like you dropped some weight. You look good. Yeah, I dropped 33 pounds on purpose, but I'm trying to lose more, all that, whatever. Paul Lund, good morning, mates. Hey, that's Tony right there. I'm standing by for Paul, bro. Tony, more news later from Paul. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for standing by. They're in a very sensitive situation. We're going to get to it, though. You know what I'm saying? Heavy metal. What's going on, baby? Willie Walker, you know what it do. Alita, no, freedom is not free. You damn right. Freedom ain't free. So when people out here talking about your civil liberties and bumping your gums and all this and this, the way I can wear my hair like this and have tattoos and be big like this on the internet, freedom ain't free. So don't play with my free speech, okay? Alonzo, what's going on, Don? Jeffrey Dockett, what's happening? Mike P, Quantum Li, you guys, man, it's only you, baby. You know what it is, Mike. Durham Jackson, I love the name Jackson. Tyler, Texas, you know what I'm saying? First of all, your last name Jackson, and you're from Tyler, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Shh, don't play with my style. D Holly, you already know it is. Shout out to King. J Empires, what up, Brando? What up, Pimp? I see you, Don. I really see you. Daisy down here. Miss BB, my normal co-host, is not feeling well, so we gonna do our thing. Paul Lund said, bring some bombs. What up? You tell him free speech, First Amendment. Free speech, First Amendment, but believe you me this. You have to have both sides to have a middle. See, me, I ride in the middle. I don't go too far left or too far right. A lot of people like to, you pick a side like it's a gang. No, my gang is right here. I put my gang around my neck, put around diamonds around, because that's my gang. Everything else is oblivious to me. Freedom ain't free. I believe in everything, but you know what, man? You got to have a middle. I'm that middle voice. I'm that person to think about it and then talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you on the right track. Now I got to get you on the right train. You know what I'm saying? Let's get my hair down, man. Let's get this Chinese bob out my hair. You know what I'm saying? Woof. Tell her prayers for her to feel better. Yeah, man, y'all. April gonna be fine, man. We got the same thing. It's just that we deal with sickness differently. You know how men and women are different, and it's nothing as opposed like anatomically or tough because she's way tougher than me. It's just that I can't take certain things to make me feel like she feels because it makes me feel bad. So I can't take those things. So I have to suffer through. That's just the way it works. Dang, I kind of need a color, huh, y'all? Sammy D, what up, fam? Now, 77 people, 80 people. I do truly want to have a discussion about Iraq, and I do truly want to have a discussion about them dropping the zeros and how I can prove they are, or how there's evidence of that. This is not clickbait. This is not me sitting here telling you something that is absolutely not true. This is me telling you the truth from what I've read. And I post, y'all don't really realize this. I know a lot of y'all only check YouTube for like certain things, but I post all the things that I'm going to talk about on the show on YouTube. I post it in the post. So when you follow me on YouTube and you look at my post, you'll say, oh, he clicked the article. You might click the article and then you might ask a question behind it. Like, yo, man, if he put it on here, I'm trying not to show it to anybody. If I put on here or Pinterest, y'all don't know that. I be posting on Pinterest. Y'all be arts and crafts and making blankets. I'll be on there posting about how to make some money. What's going on in foreign markets. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how I do it. You know what I'm saying? Gang. What's going on, man? Someone said gang. Sean Warfield said gang. Aloha, Robert. Sammy D. They're deleting 3-0? Yes. They're planning to, and I'll show you how. Good afternoon, Chico de la Cruz. Let's get to the news, man. Let's get to the news. Let's get to the oh, it's 7:05. Why y'all didn't tell me? Y'all didn't tell me, man. I'm over here wasting folk time. I'm over here talking about all the helpers and subscribers and the people that making it happen and me being sick and Miss BB not feeling good and da-da-da-da. I'm over here trying to tell y'all, okay, look, 83 watching. That's a good number. 85 watching. That's a good number. Okay, so I can watch you on my phone. I'm going to go to my notes, right? So every time you delete a zero off the currency, it adds value. So if you guys remember the old school math, if you guys think about it in terms of zeros being point zero is 1 cent, point zero is 2 cents. So 100, or excuse me, 10%, 100, 1,000, a million. So 4 zeros is 1,000,000% from a whole one. If that makes sense in math, you guys. I mean, a lot of y'all don't know old school math because I grew up in that. You know what I'm saying? So point zero zero whatever, 3 zeros, and then a number is 4 zeros, if you basically look at it like that. Iraq has already shown you guys that they want to delete at least 1 zero. I posted it on the Facebook page and I asked the question, and nobody really caught it. I was kind of disappointed. Nobody really caught it. They were like, oh, well, sucker's bit. And I agreed. It is a sucker's rate. But there's some real reasoning behind it. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about oil. I want to talk about a lot of things. But first of all, let's get to my notes and let's get to the Benny. Y'all know what Benny is, right? If you know what Benny is, put a thumbs up in the comments if you know what Benny is. Benny, if you ain't used to it, Benny is your business. What up, Just? So I hope that explains that for you. It's middle school math? Well, then why nobody caught it, Johnny? If it's middle school math, why nobody caught it? See, I could put that stuff out and just. People say it's all very, very easy until nobody mentions it. All of a sudden, you see stuff I've been posting about a while ago. Talking about, well, ain't nothing going to happen until there's a government. Of course, nothing's going to happen until there's a government. But you got to look at what the government's thinking in the future so you can predict what's going to happen. You feel me? That's how you be about your Benny. When you about your Benny, you know about Benny, right, y'all? I see the thumbs up. Y'all know about Benny, right? If you know about being on your Benny, when your mama told you mind your Benny, you know what she was saying, right? Mind your business. See, when I wasn't here for 2 weeks, no one tended to their business. The business is articles. The Benny is deciphering them. Equals 1 ounce, delete the zeros. That's a good thought. 10%. So let's get to the news. Someone put up on my Facebook page, and I'm not going to mention their names, man. They took an article completely out of context, man. And they got flamed somewhere else for doing the same thing. But I'm going to tell you guys why the Iraqi dinar is a good investment right now, okay? Just based off an article I got in Investopedia, based upon someone else's article, okay? But I'm going to tell you why. Mike, I'm debunking the revaluation right now. I know Caprioni talking about dinar is going to lop. It's not going to lop. I could debunk that right now, and I'm going to show. Listen, just be cool. Pump your brakes, baby. Let me get to my Benny. Can I get to my Benny and talk a little ish? Gang? On gang? For real? Can I get to my Benny? Can't get to the regular comments. You in the regular comments, Jay Farizzi? When you read stuff about the dinar, I want you to keep it into pure context. I'm going to give you an example. It is also impractical and economically impossible to revalue a currency in such a way that values increase manyfold without there being many additions to their reserves, which right now I can at least name 3 or 4, maybe 5. 1, the Chinese deal. 2, diluted money from Switzerland. 3, diluted money from Lebanon. 4, their deal in which they have for cross-border settlement. 5, oil's over $100. So when you talk about a currency revaluing without having reserves to back it up, the problem with Iraq is not their foreign reserves to add to the value of their currency. It's that they don't use their currency to pay all their bills. As such as Russia's done, as such as everybody does. And there are still Russian companies inside of Iraq working. And that's part of the problem. Iraq is struggling with how do we pay them. If Iraq was truly smart about what they want to do about their business, they would tell the Russian contractors, I'll pay you. I ain't paying you in rubles. Pay you in dinar. And you deal with it. That's really what has to happen. Beyond all the government, beyond everything else, Iraq has to pay their own bills in their currency. Now, because of their foreign reserves, they can pay their bills in their own currency, and it could all be backed up by the reserves of oil if they took it as a derivative and placed it off to the side, held on to it. We talked about all this. What up, Dano? Yeah, not comments. This is the chat, baby. You in the chat, Nefriti. Thanks. April's in the hizzy. Shout out April, even though she ain't feeling good being here. Kentucky in the house. If you in a city, baby, and you living somewhere and you love it, shout your town out. I'm gonna get to it. Give me a few minutes, okay? So Iran recently, and this is just to show you the changing environment inside of Iraq. Recently had to change their ambassador from Iran to Iraq, from a guy that was a Soleimani sycophant to a newer gentleman that's a little bit younger that has the ability because he has old ties because he lived in Najaf and because he has ties that are deeper inside of the insurgents from the Saddam era, a little bit different foothold in Iraq, and he did not want the job, but he has a different foothold inside of the country because he lived in the country and has created his uh, partnerships based upon him being there. You know what I'm saying? So, he's, I'm not going to say different because he is part of the Quds Force, but he's not like the Soleimani sycophants that came before him. Okay? So we have a new ambassador. It just goes to show you what's happening inside of Iraq, the country, that even Iran, their major trade partner. Now, let me tell you guys something about trade because this has been making me angry all week. The trade partner between Iraq and Iran is non existent. If I could put it into round numbers, let's just say I give Iran $1 billion of the trade. In return, on my Iraq, they buy $100,000 of the trade. The trade is way lopsided. And those aren't exact numbers. I'm just using that to create a little color. But those are what I'm trying to explain to y'all. So when you hear stuff about economic trade balance with Iran, it ain't. It's little brother, big brother ish. So what that means to you is I'm going to give you whatever and you're going to take it and I'm going to get back from you whatever I want, which is to the tune of a bunch of money, but you really ain't buying nothing from us. That's why there's never going to be a balance with Iran. Quit thinking you're going to get Iran out of Iraq. It's never going to happen. I keep saying it's like me telling you Mexicans ain't going to come up to Texas. And there's nothing wrong with that if they do it legally. Okay? So please stop with the thought process that, well, when you stop corruption, there is corruption everywhere. There's corruption right here inside of this United States of America. With the thought of corruption also has to come the thought of how do you curb corruption, Iran definitely has figured out that there's a catastrophic failure that was achieved through the Iraqi streets, and the Iraqi national elite showed the flaws of the corrupt regime. So not only the streets, but the elite showed the flaws. And it was necessary to change the ambassador. And not only change the ambassador, but change the way they're dealing with Iraq as a file. The survival of the current government, the survival of the conflict between the current government and the framework is planned, neither the winner nor the loser. And the political process will proceed as planned until the end of 2023, which is absolute crack. Of course, you're going to say that if you're Iran because you want to put as many monkey wrenches. Don't let headlines dictate your weekday, weekend, whatever. Think. And if you're listening to folks that tell you every weekend, I'll say this a million times. If you listen, this is what I tell my people. I told today on Financial Fridays. Shout out Financial Fridays. Shout out Megan. Shout out Miss April. Shout out Miss Pam. Shout out Miss Agnes. Shout out Sanson. Shout out all my ladies. Miss Linda. Shout out Sanchi. Shout out all my people. When you tell me we don't do any financial print, I do financial print every week. I told them I was fearful of something happening. And it's charlatan telling them stuff like, well, go do this. Stop listening to these stinking thinking about gold. You know what the flaw with the gold process is? With Russia? Yeah, their money's bucked by gold. But however, if the citizens from Russia go to the bank and demand their money in gold, the bank won't give it to them. So please stop with the gold process. There ain't no zombies out here. We clicking on that. I'm smarter than that. If you ain't smarter than that, then you ought probably not listen to me because I'm smarter than that. And I'm not going to talk on that because that's dumb. If you ain't on that bus, you ain't on the big bus. You know what I'm saying? Get back where you belong, because these people is for astute uh thinkers outside the box, not these plan clan bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't get that. Defense minister is going to visit the Czech Republic. Blah blah blah. The first deputy speaker of the House of Representatives. See, they're trying. This is where I put out a thumbnail earlier that I took down that said there was a split between the tripartite alliance. There's not. Halabusi and Zamili are going through a little bit of tubs because each of them want to see change happen, and they're boasting things that are happening. But don't let that happen. It's called first deputy, second deputy. If you first deputy, you count. If you second deputy, you basically work for the first deputy. So don't let that stuff or what these Maliki-based politicians put out sway your thought process. Kazemi said in a quote earlier that he thought, if I was to be reelected, I want to put forth certain things, criteria that's going to make people want to believe in me. I'll tell you this. Sauter came out with the best process. You are piggytailing off what Sauter says. Play your position, Kazemi. Get elected. And here, I'm going to say this again. I've said it months ago. I'm saying again, your time was wasted waiting for everything to happen. They're probably going to re-elect the same three presidents that they had before. I'd put a number to it if I had to, because that's probably what's going to happen. That's why I don't have to do a report every week. I do the show so you guys can come together and congregate and have some fun. The show's not necessary to everybody's survival. Feel me? So, there's a surplus. Now, I will tell y'all this. Y'all didn't know this, but a couple weeks ago when they were talking about sending the budget and the law, the law of food security up to Parliament, I was praying every day that was the absolute worst thing that could absolutely happen to any of us. And I'll tell you why. They've already told you that, yeah, we didn't do the politician thing correct by electing the president in the allotted time because there's a loophole about the whole thing about the election and holding quorum. But if they would have sent the parliament the budget, and all y'all were cheering for that, send the budget, send the budget. There ain't no thing in the budget. Ain't no rate in the budget, man. Stop thinking that. And if you're thinking that, stop. Ain't no GCR. Ain't no such thing as an RV in this situation. It's called a reinstatement. Get it through your head. Get it. Comprehend this. There's no GCR. There's no utopia that's going to take place after this happens. There's no Zimbabwe. Dude, you're drunk on money. Quit having a lottery mentality. This ain't the lottery, dog. It's called investment. I don't invest in things and hope things happen. I invest in things that I research, put study to, can understand, and then I go forward. And even if it doesn't happen in the time frame that I think it should happen, I stick to my investment because I hold my guns. And if I don't, I sell off, I take a loss, and I move on. But that's how investing works. I don't sit here and be like, oh, when all the ample benefits comes to everybody and dude, there's no GCR. That's failed legislation. It never happened. I see the numbers going down. Go down. I want to get to the smart people. I want to get the short buck people outie. Get out of here. Ain't no such thing. That's what you want to hear, but I ain't going to tell you that. Get out of here. If you in here for the GCR and the abundance and all this bullshit, dude, you in the wrong spot. Any more info, Eugene, when I decide to give it, and you'll wait here till I do. If you in here on the short bus too, man, you can catch rocks too. Don't worry about you. I'm doing this for the people that really want the info. In the sandbox over here, like you hear about Broadcast Mate, it's a slice of home. They have gotten to know me, And they thank me, and my boy says that. So please, I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for the people that's really there. Really boots on the ground, really to do the damn thing, really have something to talk about these people want to hear about. That's who I do it for. And those people are invested in this thing because know that I'm not in here playing with my time. I don't want to do this every Friday. I do it for y'all. I could be well spending time with my dog and my family, having a great time with my daughter, and be happy. We talked about that a year ago. The GCR and the fictitious bullshit. See, and I've been waiting this out for exactly 30 minutes, but I'm at 25. So now I'm going to show you how they had plans to delete the 3 zeros. We had to get the short bus kids off the ride just so we could keep it on the slide, if that makes sense. Yeah, if you QAnon, tinfoil hat, nutso, you didn't believe the president was... Dude, I ain't for you. Because I ain't that dude. I'm just not that dude. I'm not. If you into that, kick rocks. Candy, shout out my girl Candy. Yeah, man, I do it for y'all because you know what? I ain't here to spread a bunch of conspiracy bullshit. Now, I'm going to teach y'all something about how you research Iraq. A lot of y'all going to get it. A lot of y'all it's going to go over your head. But I'm going to tell it to you because this is going to make this short and sweet and easy. When I do my notes, when I do things, I capture an article and I transpose it over to my notes on an iPad. When you transport it over, if you're reading left to right like in English, everything looks normal. If you transport something and it comes over in Arabic and they translate, it goes left to right and it comes out a little bit differently. So I don't know if y'all can see that. Okay, can you? Okay, yeah, so you can see that. So you see the second paragraph is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So when I say this to you, I got this out of context from an article that was talking about Iraq and its current condition. Sorry about that, kids. Thank you, Regina. Thank you. So let me get back to where I was. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, even when it ain't good. I'm gonna always keep it a buck with you because I feel like you guys deserve that. Okay. So let's get to it. The former director of the Financial Supervision Bureau, Salah Nouri, confirmed today, Wednesday, there's a great economic damage that was inflicted if there's any change or modification to the dollar rate. He said in a statement, the finance decided to amend the exchange rate to about 130 to 1. In a statement, he said, Finance Minister, I told you anything from back to from 1450 to 1,000, expect them to peg it. Anything under 1,900 or below, expect to float. He says, and I quote, even if the Minister of the Finance decides to amend the exchange rate to about 130. 130 to 1, parts per million, 7,700. Now, I'm going to ask any smart kid in the audience. What 130 to 1 means. I'll tell you. If we're at 1450 and it goes to 130, that's an 8.6% increase, and they had to delete 10 to do that. So don't tell me that Iraq doesn't have plans to get things done. Yeah, Sean, tell you, if I ask you the question, I already know the answer. I'm just waiting to see if you know the answer. 130 to 1 is an 8.6% increase from 1450 to 1, which is the deletion of the 3 zeros. If they plan on deleting 1 zero, they plan on deleting 2 more. So when people tell me there's no plan for anything to happen, that Iraq's a dead commodity, refer to this and say to yourself, how in the name of Hades can you go from 1450 to 130 to 1? It sounds like a massive incline, but it's only about 8.6% increase. Because remember, every decimal point, it moves 10%. So 10, 100, 1,000, a million. They already had plans to delete the 3 zeros from before. That's why the judiciary kicked back the 14 or the 12 or the 1100 to 1. They said you need to go deeper. That's why he's saying 130 to 1, because it's closer in line with giving the people purchase power. Because they already took 23%. So do the math. 23%, if I'm already giving you back 10%, just use round numbers for the sake of adding on here. That means I'm giving you back 33% purchasing power just within that switch. 33%. And if you deleted the 3 zeros, then you obviously know the currency is not under restrictions, everything's moving forward, and something's going to happen. I don't tell you guys who to listen to. I don't tell you why to listen to them. I don't do none of that stuff. That's your business. Shit in, shit out. But I'm telling you, how can you deny that fact? It says it right there. I posted the article on Twitter. I asked several people to confirm it. If those people are in here like Greg, Schooner, Dennis, all you, AJ, I asked you guys to confirm if you read what I read on Twitter. That's why if you don't follow Mr. Brando Twitter, I don't know what you're doing. Oh, my flashlight on my phone is on? No, no. Paul told me, and Tony's telling me you were told the plan last year, and you told everyone back then, LOL, now it comes to fruition. Yeah, I was. I told y'all that I knew something a long time ago. I told you that I had plans from the sandbox, and I knew what was going on. I just had to see it in writing. When I saw it in writing, I was going to come back. I came back because I knew it was in writing. I only got 83 likes. I need 100 likes. Need y'all to get busy with it, man. For real. And if you ain't hit the notification bell twice, when I come on here, man, you at least need to hit it twice. I can take 2 weeks off and pick it right back up. And a lot of y'all get mad at that, but you know what? I'm going to sit here and talk a little ish. I'm going to tell you, I give you 2 weeks off to go do what you do. And guess what? I come back and still have more news for you than any of these suckers had on here on the internet anyway. Give me my likes. You ain't saying that in a negative way. Give me my likes and I'm going to give you that love. I'm giving you love. Showing you love. Real love. Something that you can say, well, look, will be posted. I posted it on Twitter. I posted it on YouTube. And I posted it on Facebook. I posted it on my page, on my fan page. I posted 3 places. I asked everybody's opinion. What would you think if it was 130 to 1? If I'm lying, if anybody is in here on my Facebook group, if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying on here right now. How would you feel? No one picked up on they deleted 1-0. None of them. Not one of them. I put it on Twitter. I asked them how y'all feel about that. It's pretty good, but I put that on there because you know what, y'all? I tell y'all things because I want you to know. When you look at these little subtle hints, pick them up. Ain't nothing stopped. This 40 days was a delay. And yeah, the 7 months was a delay. And I told you it's crap. I told you you're going to end up with the same 3 people you had before. It's crap. And we're waiting. But guess what? You've already put your money in. And none of y'all selling it. 133 people checking in. So that means 2,000 people going to watch this. That's it. 2,000. That's it. Ain't no market for this. 2,000. Go and watch this. I'm telling you. Watch it in a week. I'll tell you. I got my analytics down to a fact. Dude, I do this for a living. I spend my whole life just for this day. No cap. No cap in my rap. No, they didn't delete 1-0. They said they were going to delete 1-0, but didn't tell you they were because everybody's looking for the obvious answer. We're deleting 1-0. Nobody reads ish. And if you don't follow me on Twitter, Mr. Brando, Twitter, YouTube, you're missing out. If you don't follow the YouTube, you're missing out because I posted this all on here. Ask questions to people that frequently ask me questions. Everybody that responded never said that. I never hinted to that. I just told them, what do you think? I used to have people tell me this was drugs. You smoking drugs. If I was smoking drugs, I'd smoke a joint. Smoke this bullshit. Hell you think I'm doing? Major marijuana activists believe in it for everybody, medicine, everything. I do this because I like it. When did the 1K notes come out, Jeffrey Brown? Yesterday. That's fraud. But here, Jeffrey Brown, I'm going to ask you a better question. What do I need with 1K notes if I have credit cards and debit cards to pay for everything? What's the need for a 1K note? There's automatically change. So hypothetically speaking, as soon as the digital services came out, the lower notes came out digitally, which is more important because it's a digital planet, not a paper planet. Wouldn't you agree, sir? No, I'm not promoting the end of the dollar. I'm a dollar lover. Let me tell you this. How many of you people live in the United States of America? If you live in the United States of America, guess what? You're going to exchange it for USD. Why would you want to destroy the USD if you're going to exchange it for it? What sense does that make? You can't go out and buy another currency because none of y'all are dual citizens. I told you about that. Smoke gas all day, no breaks. Yeah, bud smokers only. Man, buy about a pack. Don't play with my time. Jeffrey, and I ain't dissing you, Don. I'm not dissing you. I'm asking you a question. What do you need lower denominations for if you got a credit card? If you got a credit card, do I ever go to the grocery store, pay with a credit card, ask for change? At the grocery store, maybe. But if you go to Macy's, Dillard's, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, anywhere these high, anywhere, do I pay with a credit card? Well, where's my change? Think outside of the realm of what you're used to thinking in. Thank you, Frederick. I ain't trying to be the best. I'm trying to be the best at what I'm doing here. Oh, DC Biggie, you already know that, baby. Man, they don't get that, the whole digitalization. See, I was talking about digitalization 2 years ago. Nobody caught it. And I told them then, I don't need lower denoms. When I saw them come out with credit cards, I was good. When I knew they had Amex, when I needed MasterCard, when I needed Visa, I was Gucci, baby. I don't need a lower denom because you don't get change for the credit card. You don't. I picked up some 1K notes from an Iraqi when I was wandering. Hold on to those, bro. Dude, I'm all about nostalgia. You know, I'm a hippie from way back. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in that. Keep that. Kip, man, listen. I'm not telling you I'm the only vision. There's a lot of smart people in the space. But when they start talking about stuff that doesn't make sense, how people like to jump on here and criticize me about all kinds of things, why don't they criticize them? Because I'm the anti-guru? Sammy D, if you all remember, before Ramadan started, way before Ramadan started, way before, this was back in December, I told you they're going to keep the same government. Why did that change? I never thought differently. I said there might be new people introduced, but my statement came out, they're going to keep the same three people. I've always said that. I've never faltered from that. Why do you question it? Do you question the others? Or is it you question me because you feel like I'm more accessible to question? Exactly. Funny. Yeah, it is funny. If they go digital, why do they need an RV? Because Lauren, you have to have intrinsic value in the damn currency before you can revalue it or reinstate it. Because there's no revalue. We don't want a lop. Stop saying RV. It's dumb. If you want RV, you want a redomination. We do not want a redenomination. A redenomination is bad. Hold on, let me get from my kinfolk real quick. I'm gonna play this live. I ain't gonna censor it.
I am so fucking mad I missed your show. I'm listening to it right now and I'm loving it. So fucking good. I'm gonna finish listening, but damn, good show. Good show.
Man, that's who I do it for. I don't do it for a blog. I don't do it to be in a Twitter. I got my own Twitter. I got 3 Twitters. I got so much Twitter I tweet all day long. I don't want to tweet no more. Talk about some business. And when I propose the business out there, nobody sits there and want to talk about it. Oh, my ideology is different. So you question me because I'm different. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jeffrey. I didn't ever thought of that. No, nobody can be you, Steve. Thank you. I'm probably opening a can of worms, but I'm going to ask, what is this talk? I've heard about a lop. A lop means this. Iraq lopped a long time ago when they had the old Saddam notes. They lopped it, created the new currency notes that you and I share, and then they kept on going. That was the lop. What we're looking for is a reinstatement, us for Iraq to reinstate their currency to a previous value with this currency that we hold right here. We do not want a RV, we want a RI. That's why I'm so particular because the language you use anywhere, a bank, a cop, a judge matters. Yeah, I'm spitting facts. Pure, all facts. No cap. And if y'all think I'm playing, go on Twitter, join my Twitter. The article's right there. If Greg is on here, if Nicole is, I sent it to Nicole. Hold on. Let me call my homie right quick. This is my homie. And I'm calling her out the blue. I know she gonna be mad as hell. This is my homie right here. Let me call her. Oh, she ain't gonna answer because she already know. I was about to put her on blast. Look, she gonna answer. Hold on, let me answer this. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Hello?
Hey, hold on a second. Let me close this up.
Okay, homie, go ahead. Go ahead. I ain't gonna say your name out loud because I ain't gonna put people on your Benny.
All right, I'm okay.
Hey,
I have to pause.
didn't I hit you up 2 days with that 130 to 1 and ask you what you thought?
Yes.
Don't you post most of the shit on my Facebook page?
Yes.
I got like 3, 4 homies on there. All y'all know each other. You know what it is. Didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I hit your husband with the same Benny?
Yes, you did.
And what'd y'all say?
We said, hey, it looks right. Exactly what you said.
But nobody ever said what?
Is it gonna really happen?
No, did they delete 1-0? 130 to 1 means they deleted 1-0. And this astute mother person right here, y'all. This person really reads this more than I do. She never got it. I never thought about it. I was like, yo.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Sean said he got it from the Facebook page. A quote from a friend. If they only knew their currency would coincide with digital currency for 10 years after the RI. I've been saying that. Y'all, man, y'all ain't on the train I'm on.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Dog, this is my people. This is my folk. This is family I got on this phone. And this person studies this way more than I do. Don't you?
Because I'm constantly looking, because hidden within the articles are clues to what's going to happen.
Right.
So that one I missed because I've been really, really, really trying to make sure that everything I post, I don't want to post a bunch of BS. I want to make sure there's 2 or 3 articles backing it up. And if I don't find it, I'm not going to post it. And then, of course, every time you post anything that has any slightly negative connotation, everybody starts going crazy. And that's another thing I don't like.
Snowflakes.
Yeah, I can't stand it. So I just post what I feel is relevant and that people will get.
And it won't ruffle a bunch of feathers, right?
Exactly. So what was see, I haven't finished listening to your show, so I haven't gotten to read the comments to see how everybody reacted to that shit.
You live right now, Don. You live right now.
Okay.
I called you live because they thought that I was really playing about this. I wasn't joking. I was really like
Okay.
hitting people up, like, did y'all read this the way I read it? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It's so true. It's so true. I'm excited because I think that's the best thing that can happen for us.
Delete 1 0. What I said early on in the elections would be the ultimate way for Sauter to show the public that he's very serious about economic reforms inside of Iraq. And he's going to have to show them, giving them 33% purchasing power right back before they were going to, let's say, some type of reinstatement status,
Mhm.
definitely shows that this dude was thinking way more than what I was thinking or you were thinking, for real.
Oh, yeah. I think they panicked when Sater decided to step back for 40 days. I
Mm-hmm.
think that caused the framework to panic.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Do you think this is going
Oh,
to happen in 3 to 4 months? Ken, that's like me telling you I'm going to pick the next lottery numbers that's going to win Powerball so I can win this $400, $500 million tomorrow. No. What I'm telling you is this. They have plans for their currency to be way more valuable than what it currently is.
I agree.
And they already had plans for it, and they've been having plans for it.
I think part of the reason why they are basically they're stacking cash.
Yeah.
And I think part of the reason why is because there's so much money out there floating around that they know they're going to have to buy back. They're going to have to. What I'm waiting for is to be able to call an exchange place and they say there's absolutely no cash available, no dinar available.
Okay, but
To
can
me,
I?
that's a signal.
But Nikki, let me ask you a question. But
Okay.
aren't you more looking for the fact when you see 84 companies listed on the ISX stock exchange?
Oh, hell yeah. But wait, there's 103 right now.
They
Did it drop?
no, I'm just saying. What if they went up to 115, 130?
Oh, that's exciting. That's super exciting because that means that they're inviting companies in. And especially, it doesn't have to be foreign companies, but everything that I've read points to the fact that they are doing everything they can to position themselves to invite foreign companies into Iraqi soil.
Now,
Everything that I've read.
now, Nikki, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
If Iraq changed their currency to 130 to 1, whose blueprint as a currency goes are they following to let you know they're going to float as opposed to peg to something else?
That's a good question.
I'll just say MENA.
Oh, okay. Well, then they can't be following Egypt because Egypt
Why
is
not?
wait.
Why not?
Well,
That's exactly who they're following.
okay, they're doing well, but right now Egypt's a little bit in turmoil. They're having a little bit of turmoil, but Egypt is doing, as far as their stock market, Egypt is pretty much, I think they're better than Dubai, quite honestly.
But don't you think that the way Iraq is handling the currency, if they dropped it to 130 to 1, is similar to the way that they're going to attack the problem with the Iraqi dinar if they dropped it that low? Because then you'd have a floating metric.
Okay, I got you. You know they're doing some changes. I didn't post this, but they're doing some changes with the they're changing the currency in UAE right now to polymer notes.
Oh, someone just said
So
that.
yeah, so they're making some big changes right now, and one follows the other. It's like a domino effect. It's just getting this government seated.
Yeah.
You know, that's a really big thing. We got to get that done so that so things can move forward correctly.
But here's the thing. Let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask you this question, and I'm not prompting you. I'm not going to give you any hints. Them not seating the government this far, do you think that they're going to dissolve the parliament, or do you think they're going to actually go forward and they're going to work it out before it is over?
I think they're going to work it out. The reason why is because to dissolve parliament really smacks of Lebanon and what happened there. So I think they're going to try to work it out. But don't you find it interesting that they have a new ambassador to Iraq from the United States?
You got to hear the first part of the. You got to hear the first part of the whole podcast. Then you missed that part. I talked about that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, the person they chose to be the new ambassador to Iraq from Iran was the advisor to Soleimani. Those are two very, very interesting.
No.
updates.
The guy that died was the advisor to Soleimani. This guy was just in the Quds force.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I read that. Okay,
No, he's in the Quds force.
sorry.
He is. See, that's the problem. He had no one to report to. So his time was up. He's older. They got rid of him. They brought in a new guy. This guy has ties all the way back to the Ba'ath era, supporting the the regime of going against Saddam Hussein. However, he was never truly like a military person. He was just like a spy. So this guy that's in there now, he's old. He's young school. He's not the same guy.
Ah, okay. Because there's a lot of turmoil right now in Iran. There's a power struggle going
Oh
on.
yeah, Iran's going through a huge power struggle, and which everybody's over here talking about Iran, Iran, Iran. Iran, I'm not worried about Iran, China, or Venezuela.
Yeah, because they want to bring back a lot of the stuff they want to tamp down, like they want to cut off internet. They want to do a lot of stuff and bring it back to this old school, and a lot of people are fighting against that. So that's why you have a lot of riots going on, to the point where someone who's been in power in all levels of the government in Iran, he's under fire because his kids, his daughter and his son-in-law, went to Turkey to buy baby items. And so everybody started accusing them, saying, well, we're doing bad over here and you guys are gallivanting off to Turkey and buying expensive stuff. Kind of like the Ted Cruz debacle when the pipes were frozen in Texas.
Yep.
Well, same kind of, but that's some petty-ish right there. They're trying to...
Have you seen, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to let you go. Hey, is my Cunha at home?
No, he's not here yet.
My Cunha, if you Geechee, you know what Cunha means. This is my Cunha right here.
I know exactly who that is. I know exactly what you mean. He's not home yet.
Okay.
He's home in about half an hour.
Okay, you tell my Cunha I called you. He had his chance to be on air. I was going to call him out. I called him out earlier, but I got to keep his name secret. But I'm going to ask you one question. I'm going to be done with it.
You. Okay.
I'll ask you one question. Do you think that if there is a re-election, that any of the people come out in the same percentages that they came out right now? Or who loses, who wins?
I think that the next election, now that they've seen what's going on, it's going to be overwhelmingly Shiite. And I think that Sadr will win again, but I think he'd win by a larger margin. Because I think people are really sick of this crap.
Yeah, they will. See, the thing, and Sadr is really afraid of his own position. He doesn't know his own worth because he's scared of re-election. If Sadr was truly confident in position, he said dissolve this 3 months ago and start over. That's how you know everybody's unsure of what they're doing.
Yeah, I think he really thought that he could get Maliki. I really thought he probably could circumvent Maliki's crap, but Maliki, I mean, he's stolen so much money over the years that he's almost invincible, untouchable.
Okay, but let me tell you this. With the Fed shoring up the whole thing between Iraq and Erbil, it's not Maliki they're going after. You know who they're going after?
Who?
Barzani.
Think
about it, y'all. Y'all don't even know this. See, with the Fed going after, not when I say the Fed, I mean the Iraqi Fed. The Iraqi federal government saying to Erbil, hey, look, guys, you guys can't operate your own oil. You can't have your own contracts. This is all illegal. Where's the money? Blah, blah, blah. Somebody's going to have to answer for where all the money went to.
Yeah.
And that's real time right now. Forget Nouri al-Maliki that's passed. These are people present that's happening right now.
Well, again, same thing. Barzani, his brother-in-law, father, son, child.
Yep.
Everybody is all inundated within the government. So it's very easy to steal when you have that. They got to get rid of some of that nepotism. So that's the big thing. Get rid of that crap.
Nikki, I'm going to cut this podcast short, man. I ain't going to give them all of it.
Okay.
Because, this is my homie right here. Y'all know the homie. This is my homie. I got lots of homies. Y'all remember, I brought Pempe out here. I brought Jeff out here. They were clowns. When I tell you that this person right here, I don't mean clowns in a bad way. They don't know the investment like my homegirl right here does. Okay? I'm just telling y'all right now. If they knew it like she does, and a few more of y'all that I talk to on a personal basis, and if they ever call me in, because I take calls, I call her because I'll just be honest with y'all. I know y'all hear me say this stuff and y'all think I'll be faking it for the show, but I really be saying this stuff all the time.
Well, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, it's your floor.
All I need to say is that everyone, I would be very, very happy with where we are right now. I feel very positive about this investment, and I really, really, really think something great is about to happen.
And I'll say this, not because it's going to happen tomorrow, not because it's going to happen the next day, not because it's going to happen in a week from now, because we know we have evidence of something happening that's greater than what's going on right now. I don't fold them when I'm up $5. I folded them all $5,000, $10,000. Man, grinning from ear to ear. You should be. Nikki, I'm gonna let you go, honey.
Okay. All
You
right.
be
You have a
good.
good.
Hey,
Hope
what's the
you have
name
a
of your
good
book?
weekend.
Hold on. What's the name of your book?
Hyphen Nation.
Hyphen Nation. If you want to buy a
Uh-huh.
book to really understand what the nation's going through, this is a published author. I'm not going to say New York Times bestseller and all that stuff. You figure that out for yourself. But I'm going to say this, a published author that has to do with all kinds of things. But this person is bright. We deal with a lot of smart people. That's why I say, if you on that little itty bitty buzz, we ain't for you. We ain't for you. We a little bit different over here. You know what I'm saying? I love you. Nikki, I'll talk to you later, honey.
All right. Hey, take care.
All
Take
right,
care
Pete.
today.
They all
Bye-bye.
saying Nikki bye-bye. They're all saying Nikki goodbye. She
Bye,
can see
guys.
y'all. She can
Bye.
see y'all. All right, bye. Bye, kid. I'll hit you
Bye.
back. Peace.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
That's my kinfolk right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, listen. Stop. It's going to get worked out. It has to get worked out. They've already said it's going to get worked out. Stop tripping. Stop feeding into things that you guys get sensationalized because of a headline or two. That doesn't happen to me. That's why I could take time off and come back with more vigor and more passion than I ever did before, because even the simple stuff I put out for folks, they don't pick up on. I love y'all. I really love y'all. I got mad love. And I got mad respect for everybody that's hanging in there. For everybody that wants to bash the dollar, bash the system, talk about this and talk about that. Patriotism starts with you being humble and happy with home. I'm very humble and happy, even in the imperfections of where I live, because it allowed me to be to where I am today. If you can read a sign, thank a teacher. If you can read a sign in English, thank a soldier. And I bedazzled the chain. 5 carats, you know my name. I'm hitting the game. Words the same. Y'all don't even know there's rap lyrics like I do. Hit them likes, baby. I love y'all, man. I'll see y'all next Friday. I'm going to go take a nap, man. I'm hella tired. This took it out of me, man. Love y'all. Be safe. Quit listening to these suckers and busters. Man, I keep telling you it's gang all day. You know